Welcome to the Cloud Connectors Mini Topics, where we cover a specific tool or technique to help you build, test, and scale your HR integrations. For the next 3.5 minutes, we're going to cover how to save your data to a JSON file. The point of data integrations is to move information from one system to another. Transforming is necessary in the middle. Sometimes it's useful to output that data to a text file. For example, you may want to do a validation of the data you're getting out of the source system or do troubleshooting on your transformations. And if your destination system doesn't have a web services API, it might need that data in a text file in order to ingest it. Here, I'm starting with a nearly empty workflow. Other than the ins and outs, the only thing I have in here is a JavaScript function to set values in the payload to save, simulating a simple extract from an ATS and other logic that might be in your workflow. The underlying code isn't important, but you can see now that the integration has been run, the payload at the node's output has an attribute called ATS_extract. We can see there's some other data in there as well, but we're interested in the ATS extract object. If we expand that, we can see some basic information about a job posting and the associated candidates. We can expand that candidate list to see the complex underlying structure, but only the first 50 entries are available in the debug panel. If I want to review the whole dataset, I need to export it to a text file. To do that, we open the left-hand panel and select the Packages menu. From there, I'll search for the JSON pack and install the latest version. Then I'll switch over to the Nodes menu in the same panel and search for Write, and we see the JSON pack's write file node in the list. I'll drag and drop the write file node into my workflow and wire it up to the function node's standard out port. Double-clicking on the node brings up the config panel on the right, and while I'm going to leave the description as is, you should always give useful descriptions to your nodes in production integrations. The first required field is the file name for the JSON output. This field supports folder paths as well, and folders that don't exist in the files area will get created automatically if you specify them here. I'll specify mini_topics/candidates.json. This field supports templating as well, so dynamic file names are possible using that technique. Now we have to specify what data we want to save. If we want to save the entire payload, we can check that option, and the option to specify a particular payload disappears. This will save everything in the payload, including the ATS_extract data and the other data that's in there. However, we're interested in the ATS_extract data, and specifically the candidate list for our data review purposes. So we'll uncheck that and specify ATS_extract.candidate_list. Finally, let's choose the option to beautify it and make the data easier to review. I'll remove the halt from the function and add it to the write file node, and we're ready to run it. The green light on the write file node's standard out port suggests that it was successful, so I'll go to the files area and take a look. Sure enough, we've got a directory called Mini Topics, and inside there is a file called candidates.json. I can now download the file by clicking on it, or to keep it in the platform, I can choose Edit from the triple dot menu and take whatever steps I need to with the successfully saved data. Thank you for watching the Cloud Connectors mini topic on saving out JSON data. You'll see this technique used in other mini topics as well. Please check out all the mini topics in the Cloud Connectors channel.